Hi everybody, it's Noelia with My Moxie Dreams. Thanks for joining me today. This is the surprise video that I have been talking about now for 2 weeks and haven't had a chance to do it. So I'm finally sitting down long enough to do this surprise video. So first, if you are new here, welcome. I hope that you enjoy this kind of content. And if you do, I would love it if you would like and subscribe. For all my regular followers, welcome back. I'm so glad that you guys are here. I posted a video, I believe yesterday, talking about my Aurora. You see here my Cognac Aurora in compact size, talking about my crazy conflict or dilemma about whether or not I should sell this compact vintage Cognac and my classic size. If you haven't already seen that video, go head over and watch that video and leave me your feedback. Part of the reason why I am conflicted is because of this surprise video. Now, let me preface by saying that I have been a Franklin Covey girl for decades. I know that I age myself every time I say that, but I have been a Franklin Covey person for 30 years. Most of those years, I would say 20 years, I was in the classic size, which is the half letter size. In 2017, I started using the compact size. I've mentioned in many videos, if you are new, I will kind of go over it quickly, but my guts, this is what I call my guts, the functional portion of my planner remains the same. The only thing that changes are my covers. This is the Cognac, the brand new Cognac Compact Aurora, that is the vintage. I just recently moved into this one just to feel her out and see if I was going to keep her, really. But my guts remain the same. I have the same tabs. I have the same system. Nothing changes when I change my cover, okay? So with that being said, at the end of last year, I was so in love with this pocket that I thought to myself, I wonder if I could do pocket rings. I wonder how that would work. Here is my Pocket Plus Moterm in Caramel, because you guys know I love this color. Yes, I'm just as shocked as you are. So when I dropped the video about selling my vintage Auroras, part of the conflict was that I had already been playing around in a Pocket Plus for a couple of weeks and really was enjoying it. I know what you guys are all saying. I am not a planner hopper, you guys. I am not a planner hopper. I am a stay with something for decades. People who go from a Hobonichi weeks, which I have no idea what that means, I'm just saying it, to a common planner, to a rings planner, to a TN. That's what, in my mind, what a planner hopper means. I have never been one of those people. I just have had no desire. However, I thought, you know what? I really love the smallness of this Pocket Daily moleskine. I want to try a pocket rings. So, ta-da! I know you guys are saying, what you talking about, Willis? I know, I'm also saying that. Like, what in the world am I thinking? But I set it up. It is identical to my compact. And so I want to share it with you. And again, I'm going to ask for feedback because I have been playing in her for 2 weeks now and I really enjoy her. I put the compact away because I said I'm going to try for the month of February to only live in the pocket to see what the pros and the cons are of this size. So she has been put away in her desk bag and I have not touched her at all for the month of February. I have solely been in this Pocket Plus Moterm. Let's dig in. I don't even know what to say. I just feel like a nut job, but here we go. All right, so here is a Moterm Pocket Plus 2.0 in caramel, whatever you decide to call it. These new Oli-clips, you guys. I know people have issue with Oli-clip. I do not. I purchased the new shape and I absolutely love it. It's super slender. It's not that big bubble kind of blob that it has. I think this is from Planner Room Shop or something. Again, I'll leave it all below. It has a calendar and it has all this, you can list events or something, but it has this weird box that I didn't know what you're supposed to do. If you're supposed to put a sticker in there, I have no idea, but I just used a stamp and put number 2 for February. I'm just crossing out the weeks as they pass, and then I just have people's birthdays just as a reminder for me in the front. And then you literally have, sorry for the glare, I literally have the same theme that I have in my Pocket Daily. I just have the same dashboard. That's probably the only decoration in reference to the February theme that I have. It's just the dashboard. All right, so there's our dashboard. So what I did is most of these inserts are either Pocket Plus that I had to go up to 105 or 110 to make it the size that I want, because the size that I have is 3.5 by 5.25. Or I took my Franklin Covey compacts and I shrunk them down to 82 or 85 depending on what the insert was. So that's probably what I did here for Tule and Twine. And then I have a 2-year at a glance. So one of the challenges for me in the Pocket Plus size was that whatever I used for monthlies wasn't going to have the tabs, and that was going to bother me. So that is one of the cons about this, is not being able to have the Franklin Covey tabbed inserts, because they don't make it in pocket size. Their pocket size is completely different than Pocket Plus size that I'm showing you here. The second concern for me in the monthlies were that I was not going to have enough space. When I printed the freebies from people for the Pocket Plus, the boxes were so small, and even I tried to make a calendar on Excel and on Canva, and they were so small. I was just like, how am I going to be able to A, write in them, and B, be able to have enough space to put multiple appointments in one box? So that was majorly a concern for me. If I couldn't have tabs, that was one thing. But if the monthlies were so small, the boxes were so small that I could not utilize it as a functional planner, that was a no-go. Absolute no-go. However, I saw a video, and I believe it was Carrie, and I will leave her YouTube little banner somewhere on the screen. In her video, she talked about how she had gone to Target and purchased this Day Designer, and it is staple bound. And what she did was cut the tops off and just a smidge off the bottom, and she hole punched them and put them in her Pocket Plus as her calendar. And I thought, you know what, it's not a big deal. I'll just order it from Target and see if it works. I'll just check it out. Because when I saw it on her video, the boxes looked huge, and they are. And so I got one. So I already took one apart, and this is what you're gonna see now. So here are the monthlies. And because you have to kind of take off this whole top part, you lose the January or whatever. And by the way, this is 2 years worth. So I cut it all down to meet the needs that I wanted. And what I did is I used my Silhouette, created the monthly stickers, and just added them in specific spots. All right. So all of the monthlies are here. Go through it really quick. And I love it because they're big squares. They're not tiny. All right, so there are the monthlies. Now, I still am not sure if these will work for me, simply because I'm used to having the index in the front of every month and a task list at the back of each month. As you can see here, these are back to back. So there's no area to have an index for the month or a task list behind the month. So those are the monthlies. You'll notice that I have all the tabs, the side tabs that I normally have: notes, lists, trackers, finances, personal. I have my get to my notes tab. I have a cleaning tracker, health tracker, And then the bottoms, obviously, I have my monthly, weekly, bills, banking. I'm used to the frosted dividers. Just thought, you know what, I'm gonna play around and make some just with laminated paper and cut them out on my Silhouette and see if they work. And they work. I just wanted to set it up just like my compact size to see if I could live in it for a month. You can see here, there's plenty of space to write in, like plenty of space. I can even put my birthday stickers down. If I had one wish, it would be that I had the monthlies exactly like my Franklin Covey Compact Insert monthlies, because I love those. I'm used to those. I'm a creature of habit. But like I said, testing this planner out and this size out, this is working for now. Now, to solve for not having the task list behind each month, what I decided to do was I created an insert. And so I just made a master task list for the month, and it just has 3 areas to list tasks. Because it's a smaller size, I'm still wanting all that room. So this is how I solved for the tasks that used to be on the back of my monthly inserts. Again, I created this on Canva. I have this as a freebie on my website, mymoxiedreams.com, in the Franklin Covey compact size. And then on the back of this, I have my Perpetual calendar. This is Hey Planner Girl. I just took the original and minimized it. And what I did here to solve for not having the index in the front of my monthlies, because if you remember, let me see if I can bring out my monthlies have in the front, let me find one, have in the front birthdays and if anything is due. Let's look at December. So I have birthdays here, and then anything that's annual, a renewal, I have listed here. And then anything important that I want to write down, like something that happened that I need to reference, like I repaired the car or something, gets put here. And so the idea that I don't have that place to put reoccurring bills or reminders, I ended up doing here. And I don't know if you can see this, but I have highlighted in gray. I put like I have Epidemic renewal in January. I have my Canva Pro renewal in February, and I had those typed up in caps, and then I highlighted them with my gray mild liner so that I'm able to see and reference. So that's one way that I solved for not having that index in the front. I have them also in my finance calendar, and we'll look at that here shortly. So again, I don't know how many times I'm going to say this in the video, but this is an exact replica with some tweaks of my normal everyday carry. And so with that being said, I took my weeklies and made them into Pocket Plus. I'm going to say Pocket Plus Plus, okay? And so that you guys get it. So I did my weeklies. Again, everything's the same. They just are the smaller size. I have my weekly spending. So we'll just kind of flip through for January, even though we're in February now. Okay, and it's been working out. I was concerned that it was going to be hard to write in them, and I'll be honest, this side is hard to write in just because I'm right-handed and you run into the rings. I try not to have to pull them out to write. All right, so here are the rest of the weeklies. Again, I have my divider dividing the current week from the past week. I'm so deficient on B12, you guys. I can't even tell you. And here's the current week. I have these little Post-its that I created. These are 2x2 Post-its. I'll show you those here in a minute. And then I have my February dashboard to take me right to my weekly spending when I need to log it. You can see here, look how weird that 2112 looks because I'm running into the rings. Okay, and then that separates all the future February weeks that are here. And then we get into my family photos, we get into notes, and if, again, like every other video, if I want to go to get Post-its, I go to my notes tab. If I want to go to get write notes, I go to my top little tab here, you can see. So I have a bunch of different notes here. I have this particular note as a freebie in Franklin Covey size, as well as the add to the list. And then I have blank pages. And then I think I was testing mild liners. I have the Simple and Trendy Co. meeting notes. These are shrunken down to 82% from a Franklin Covey size. So all of the notes are here, different types that I use. Then we get into my lists. Again, I took my dashboard and I copied her and just shrunk her down and laminated her. I have a cute little decoration photo just to make me happy when I come here. I have my trigger list. Everything is the same. Okay, I just shrunk everything down to the sizes, and I basically moved all the information over to the Pocket Plus size. Okay, there's my home inventory. I actually, in this one, in the Pocket Plus size, I was able to clean it up a bit, and I have 2 pages here of my home inventory, and they're now broken down the way that I would like. Then I have my seed dashboard that I absolutely love. This is my favorite quote of all time. I have this separating my active lists from blank ones when I need to pull them to use them. Okay, so here are all my lists. This Simple and Trendy Co. list tracker is my favorite. I love it to pieces. Clearly, I did this wrong. You can see that I hole punched that wrong. Did I do others like that? 1, 2, 3, just that one. Okay, we'll toss that one because I don't want something hole punched wrong. Then we go into our trackers, and again, I took the same tracker, I minimized it to the size I needed. This is my watching tracker. This is my meal tracker. I need to log yesterday's. Here's my Blue Apron insert that I do. We pick out the meals a month in advance, and then I create them, and then I cross them out when we use them. And then in the back of that, I have my son who is on the autism spectrum. He only has a limited things that he eats, so I just have this attached here. I will move it to the next week or next month when I need to. Things to watch. This I think is Puffin Papers. I love this insert, and she does it as a freebie. I don't know, I think she had it in pocket size and I had to make this bigger. I wanted to log my face-to-face meetings with my male boss. My female boss, I meet her every week or every other week. My male boss tends to blow me off. And so I wanted to keep a record of how much face-to-face time we have, so that at the end of the year, I could be like, look, this isn't working, blah, 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 blah. We need to have more face-to-face time. So hopefully this year it changes and we have more face-to-face time. And that is why I have this one in here. It's a freebie. I will link it down below. This is what I'm tracking here. Then I have my orders. I have a few more things that I need to add here. Amazon dust bags. Amazon electric toothbrush for my son. I ordered all these. They got a confirmed email. They're all supposed to be here today, which is the 9th, and we'll see if they get here. And then you have my cleaning tracker. This was also another one. I love this tracker from Simple and Trendy Co. It is a blank template, and I created the front through Canva. So you print the template, then I print the front so that I have the cleaning tracker on the front, and then I have a third Word document that I print the actual words so that I don't have to keep rewriting them. And this was a huge deal for me because it took me some time to do that in, where's my cleaning tracker? In here, in my compact. I played around with it to make sure that it would print correctly. And so this was another deal breaker for me besides the monthlies, that if I couldn't get this tracker perfect, this size was a no-go. I was able to do it. I love it. So this is here. I have 2 months. I have February here and March here. Then we have our health tracker, which again is Hey Planner Girl, and I shrunk it down and I weighed myself today and I'm at 151. So I lost 0.09. And so I have that here. And then we get into the finances. Same thing, everything got shrunken down. My budget per paycheck inserts, my monthly snapshot, my bills and my due dates, my finance tracker. This is from Crefective Paper. I used this last year. I absolutely love it. If I couldn't get this to the size that I'm using, it was another deal breaker because it's part of my functional planning. It's something I need to have in my planner. And if I couldn't get this to work, it was going to be a con and a no-go. But I was able to get it to the size that I needed. I think I purchased her Pocket Plus and then just supersized it to the dimensions that I needed. Again, you have these little tabs. If you've been with me for a while, you know that tabs are my deal because I want to be able to get to the exact place. I am a functional planner through and through in my everyday carry. And so being able to get to the month view, to be able to get to my to-do tasks, my weeklies, my weekly spending, all of this is super important to me. And that's why there's little tabs to take me to these places, because I want to be able to get to that when I need it. That's the whole part of being a functional planner, right? And then you have my month on one page. It's where I keep all my bills. So you see a list of all my bills. To solve again for the renewals, what I did is I took a page flag, I added a reminder sticker that I created on Canva, and then I listed the thing that is being renewed that month. I have the reminders here so that when I'm doing my budget planning, I know, oh, hey, this is hitting this month. I need to make sure that I have that set and ready to go. Then, of course, I have my banking, which is my Chase spending for every paycheck. Every 2 weeks, I log what I'm spending in hopes that I stay within budget. And then at the end of those 2 weeks, I pay off the credit card. For Amex, the same thing. I don't use my Amex quite as often. My Amex Platinum is simply for when we travel. And then I have Plan with B. Again, took her monthly and downgraded the size so that I could have it be perfect for my Pocket Plus. And then all my check register stuff is here. All the same kind of stuff, right? All my savings. I'm not going to go into each and every insert here. And then you go into personal, and then you have all the same things, right? You have my minimal planner, self-care. These are Franklin Covey compact dividers. There's like 12 of them, but I cut them down to be able to fit in here. So I have home, which has all the meal ideas. I keep a record of the previous month meal planner so I can just see. I have my pantry inventory, freezer, fridge, pantry, miscellaneous is here. I have my cleaning checklist, my travel checklist. Under info, let me see. Under info, I have my two autos. I realized when I was dealing with one of the people that they were asking me for my VIN and my plate. So I need to put that here. I need to add that to the top. So I will probably do that in the future. And then after here, I'm not going to go into it, but after these inserts, I have all my personal inserts. So each of myself, my children, my mom, we have a sheet that has all of our passport information, our global entry, our insurance, medical, any medications we're on, doctors, all of that is there so that I have it quickly accessible. And then on the back of each person's sheet is a health log, anything I need to know that is of importance. Then you go into miscellaneous, and here I just have a bunch of random information when my daughter started her job, certain things that I have my Tombow colors. I have it in both the white paper and the beige paper for my Pocket Daily Moleskine. And then I just have a cut down folder that I took a Franklin Covey compact folder and just cut it down to size. And then I have, I want to say this is, I can't remember, I'll put it down below, but it's the fold out, and it has all the different Post-its that I could use for the size that I like. And then it's the ones I created on the 2x2 size. And yeah, and then I have Plan with B, April's is ready to go. I have some extra miscellaneous spending. I love these little circular ones. If you've seen my everyday carry in my compact size, I have the same, literally the same thing, because I love these tiny circles and I can just grab one. I like throwing them all over the plastic because when they're attached and you try to pull one off, the whole thing comes off. So I'd rather just spread them out here so that when I need them, I can quickly pull one off and it doesn't pull the entire stack off. And then I just have some regular 3x3 Post-its, Bell's schedule. I have some washi here, my Hey Planner Girl planner sizes, my Tombow favorite colors, and then I have my this is a name tag holder, and I just have all my favorite stickers and things that I use in here. That is there. Let's see. I have a ruler that I always have in every single one. And then I don't have anything in that back pocket. So that is that, you guys. This is me trying out a Pocket Plus Moterm 2.0. And I've been in it now for almost 2 weeks, and I'm really enjoying her. Like I said, the only cons are I don't have tabs for my monthlies, which I'm super used to. I don't have that month on 4 pages where you have the front for indexing and the back for tasks. I solved for the task indexing, or the task part, by creating this insert where I can keep all of my tasks for the month. I had it solved for the indexing part where I keep track of my renewals. I just added it to my Perpetual, and they're also in my bills area where you can see the reminders so that I know. But everything else is identical to my Franklin Covey compact. It's identical. And like I said, the only other con is that when you're writing in the left side of your planner, it's hard to write with the rings here. So you either have to take it out and write it and put it back in. But again, I'm trying it out for February. Do I love the tiny size? Yes. I've already taken this with me on the go. I throw it in my purse. It is so easy. I have enjoyed having it in this size and being able to kind of go to the places. I do the same thing I do every morning. I go to my finances. I log my banking. Everything is in this planner like my normal planner. And I absolutely freaking am enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. So that is the surprise, you guys. The surprise is I am trying a Pocket Plus ring planner. So as you can see, one of the reasons why the latest video about my conflict about selling my vintage Franklin Covey compact and classic size was because I'm taking a liking to this smaller size Pocket Plus. And am I going to sell both my compacts? No, I'm not. I'm keeping all my compacts with the exception of deciding whether or not I'm keeping this newer cognac one, because I know me. My heart is saying, Noelia, go back to your compact. Like, what are you thinking? Like, you love this size. Why would you change this size? This is your go-to size for years, and you've been a Franklin Covey girl for years. Why would you try to go smaller than that? I don't know. but these are 30 mil rings and it fits everything perfectly. I don't have a problem. I think the only issue I have is I'm a Tombow girl. I'm not a mild liner girl. I will use them. I have been, but I prefer to have my Tombow here. But clearly you can see that would look ridiculous to have my Tombow here instead of my mild liner. So that's also another con. But you know, like I said, I have my gray mild liner there. I'm able to keep my pen right there. And it's just been perfect size, you guys. I don't know. I am torn. And this is, again, why I keep saying that I've been conflicted, is because of just the compact size of this. And the fact that I'm able to make it work, I can still write in it. There's still enough space. I'm not running out of space, is really surprising to me. I didn't think after being in it for 2 weeks that I was gonna be drawn to it, but I am. I'm drawn to it. So I'm gonna stay in her for February. Like I said, I have my Franklin Covey Compact in a dust bag for February. Everything's in here like normal. The only thing that's not being utilized in here is my weeklies, because anything that is of pertinent information that I need to keep ends up getting downloaded into my daily so that I have it for reference. But let me tell you that having these two little guys has been awesome the last 2 weeks. I would love, and you guys know I've said this before, I have always been a one planner girl, always. And starting to do the dailies so that I could keep this book and reference it when I needed to was so that I didn't throw away my dailies, because I just felt like I needed to keep information. If I could find a way to have this in here, and I've thought about, you know, there's not enough room to do a booklet back here, but if I could find a way to do that, I would have just this one planner and not have a second. If I could do that with this, I would. But seeing that I'm trying out the Pocket Plus, I am enjoying her very, very much. I know what you're thinking. I'm thinking the same thing, guys. Am I going to switch to a Pocket Plus? Is this really happening? Could this happen? Or is this just a fling that I'm having with this size right now, and I will come to my senses and go back to my compact? We shall see. This is a February testing situation, and we will see. Yeah, you guys can leave your comments below. Tell me how crazy I am. We all know this is the truth. So thanks for joining me on this adventure, and we will see where this ends up going. I am so interested to see how this will play out. But yeah, that's where we are. Pocket Plus rings. Who knew? All right, everybody, thanks for joining me. Again, if you are new, I would love it if you would like and subscribe to this channel. It would make me so happy. To everyone else, thanks for watching and continuing to support my craziness. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys all have a wonderful week, and please leave me your comments below. I would love your feedback and opinions on what this is. Is this a fling? Will I return to my original love, or have I found a new love in this Pocket Plus? I would love to know. All right, everybody, have a wonderful week. Bye.